Last mile rescues 18 accident victims on 3rd Mainland Bridge. President Tinubu restates commitment to renewed hope agenda. On the foreign scene, flood surge to critical levels in southern Russia. And in sports, Rwanda confirms Nigeria 6 others for 10th Kwibuka cricket tournament in Kigali. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Operatives of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority last month have rescued 18 seriously injured accident victims at Adekule in Ward Adeniji Adele on 3rd Mainland Bridge. Director, Public Affairs and Enlightenment Department of LASMA, Adebayo Taufik, said the injured passengers were rescued by LASMA officials from Zone 1, Lagos Island. Taufik said preliminary investigations revealed that a fully loaded commercial bus, while on high speed, lost control as a result of brake failure and was about to fall inside the lagoon, but before it was stopped by the rail on the 3rd Mainland Bridge. Meanwhile, the Marine Rescue Team is already inside the lagoon on search and rescue mission to see if any of those passengers fell inside the lagoon. Taufik added that Lagos State Commissioner of Police, the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Services, and other emergency stakeholders are on ground at the accident scene. The General Manager, Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI, Afusat Yamiu, has appealed to the motoring public and professional drivers to make the safety of lives and property their priority while commuting during the Eid al-Fitr celebration period and beyond. Tiamiu stated this in a solemn message to residents, imploring drivers to ensure that they do not embark on any journey without servicing their vehicles and to also ensure that they are in good working condition to avoid unnecessary loss of lives and property. She urged drivers to ensure that they abide by the training they have received at the Institute, be of good conduct, and drive with utmost caution during and beyond the festive period. Tiami also enjoined the motoring public to do away with reckless habits that may cause unnecessary accidents such as phone usage, excessive speeding, overloading, disobedience to traffic lights, and other traffic rules and regulations. Controller General Nigeria Immigration Service (NIS) Kemi Nandap says no space will be given to any criminal-minded travelers across the windows of the country. Nandap gave the assurance while extending hearty felicitations to all Muslim officers and men of the NIS, Nigerian citizens and migrants who are residents in the country. She commended all Muslims who, through shared commitment and dedication, took time out to fast and pray for the security, unity, and welfare of the country. Nandap charged all Nigerians to continually promote godly virtues on a daily basis while affirming the NIS's commitment to border security and management. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has reassured Nigerians of his commitment to the renewed hope agenda of his administration. Tinubu gave the assurance while speaking with newsmen after Eid al-Fitr prayers at the Dodon Barracks, Ikoyi, Lagos State. The president said that the agenda would result in a better Nigeria. Tinubu advised Nigerians to protect the integrity of the nation more than outsiders. He praised Nigerians for their resilience, sacrifices, and endurance. The Group Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, has reiterated the role of natural gas in fueling economic growth and industrial development in Nigeria. Kyari, who was speaking in Abuja at the public presentation of a book, The Rise of Gas, From GasLink to the Decade of Gas, highlighted gas global acceptance as a crucial energy source that sustains economic growth and drives industrial activities. Kyari, who was represented by the head of relationship and stakeholder management at NNPCL, Oluwakemi Olumuyiwa, reiterated the significance of documenting Nigeria's gas sector. He said it is pertinent that Nigeria leverages the gas resource for sustainable development, energy security, and job creation, with Nigeria boasting substantial gas reserves exceeding 200 trillion cubic feet and the potential to reach 600. The Ministry of Women Affairs has distributed about 387 items in 13 states of the Federation in the first phase of its initiative to scale up the socio-economic status of women and the vulnerable, especially in rural areas. Some of the items distributed in the first phase, which is coming on the heels of the launch of an e-market portal for women, include gari processing and frying machines, industrial sewing machines, industrial buttonhole holding machines, and heavy industrial irons. According to the Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, these items were distributed to Anambra, Kano, Rivers, Imo, Lagos, Oyo, Katsina, Gombe, and Kebbi states. Other states include Adamawa, Ebonyi, Niger, Bayelsa, Benue, and Jigawa State. Kennedy Ohaneye says the move was to fulfill an earlier promise in August last year, a resumption of duty aimed at changing the narratives on the empowerment of women in Nigeria. She adds that modalities have been drawn for the next tranche of empowerment in other states. Now to foreign news. Russia says the situation is very tense as flood waters continue to rise in the city of Orenburg and surrounding areas. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov warned that large amounts of water are coming to new regions. Also, reports say water levels in the Ural River near Orenburg rose to over 33 feet on Wednesday, well above its bursting point. The flooding is being described as the worst to hit the region in 80 years. Thousands of people have had to flee their homes in southern Russia, and officials in neighboring Kazakhstan say the number of evacuees there has risen to 97,000. Now sports. Bronze medalists from the 2023 African Games in Ghana and Nigeria's senior female cricket team, the female Yellow Greens, will join hosts Rwanda and 6 other countries for the 2024 Kwibuka tournament in Kigali. The 10th edition of the tournament is scheduled for May 27 and will run through June 8 at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. Other teams confirmed for the competition include Uganda, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Kenya, Malawi, and Cameroon. General Manager of the Rwanda Cricket Association, Emmanuel Biringiro, says the hosts are still expecting Tanzania, Namibia, USA, and Japan to confirm their participation in the expanded tournament. That's all for the news at 6. Just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us on like all our various social media platforms. On X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, on our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local government and local council development areas in the state with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Operatives of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, have rescued 18 seriously injured accident victims as Adekunle was Adeniji on 3rd Mainland Bridge, Lagos. President Bola Tinubu has reassured Nigerians of his commitment to the renewed hope agenda of his administration. He also told you that Russia says the situation is very tense as floodwaters continue to rise in the city of Orenburg and surrounding areas. And in sports, bronze medalists from the 2023 African Games in Ghana and Nigeria's senior female cricket team, the female Yellow Greens, will join hosts Rwanda and 6 other countries for the 2024 Kwibuka tournament in Kigali. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswa Ejoka. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.